Okay, Dila, thank you very much for providing me the video of your argumentative speech and discussing about emotion. This house believes that media should be banned from reporting terrorism attacks. Right. There are several ideas that you are delivering within the videos. So the first one is that the nature of the terrorism, which is to promote the insecurity among the society, right? And you also mentioning the nature of media and parameter of media that you are using in this context of the motions. You are mentioning that media is any platforms that can share information or any kind of contents like social media, and then like a broadcasting media and etc. Right. And you also said that it is really urgent to implement the motion because media is reachable by anyone. It means that anyone, not necessarily the broadcasting media like BBC or Al Jazeera or whatever media office, but every individuals also have the power to spread the news and information upon the terrorist attacks, right? And then you also mentioning how the terrorist attack is rising from moment to moment, and you also mentioning that media is terrorist best friends because media can become a leverage of the terrorists to spread the insecurity, fear, and also division among the society. Right. And you brought up several perspectives. The first one is about economic perspective on how you say that it is of utmost importance of the government to regulate the media or to ban the media not to reporting the terrorism attacks, because if this news or coverage is known to another countries, right, those countries those countries uh, can create such economic regulation that might lead to instability of economic condition in Indonesia, right? And then the second one, you say that the coverage on the terror attack might lead to psychological perspective of the society. The first one, it will spread insecurity. Second one, it spread the idea that the government no longer can protect the society. Thus, the government is considered as a failed government. Thirdly, uh, the coverage spread the panic disorder, which will give bad impact to society, right? And I have several feedback for your argumentations. The first one is on your example on Japan and Indonesia relationship in 1940s. You need to explain and you need to elaborate the relevance between the sample that you brought up in your argument with the core substantive of the motion, right? Because by only saying that Japan in Indonesia in 1940s, which is Japan promising the independence to Indonesia, however, until the end of the day, Japan still not grant Indonesia independence. So, what is the relevance with the core substantive of the motions, which is banning media to coverage terror attacks, right? Because by not elaborating the relevance, what you are saying, the example will have no contribution to your argumentative speech. Then it will not consider as a contribution. uh, it is just waste of time. Instead, you can use your time in explaining Japan in Indonesia in 1940s by bringing up more relevant statistic or maybe example, right? That's my first feedback. And then the second one is about economic stability. You said that media coverage on terrorism attack can impact to the economic stability of Indonesia, for example. Yeah. You need to explain how economic stability can be maintained by not reporting terrorist attacks. So this is important because you need to be comparative between what is the impact on the economic stability by banning the terror attack coverage with if we are still no I mean like this. You say that um, media coverage on terrorist attacks can create economic instability, right? And you also need to say how the economic stability can be maintained by not reporting this case, right? You need to elaborating that one. And then the next one is you have to say on how the transparency, because uh, this must there must be a clash between the transparency that become the main principle of media journalism, right, with the government authority in protecting the society from fear and from insecurity, right? There will be clash between these two ideas, and you must explain why the government authority on maintaining the society order and maintaining the society safety net from insecurity and fear can cover your concern in the media transparency, right? So you need to explain these two ideas and how the government authority can override the media rights to what is it to deliver the transparency of information to the society. And then the next one is you can bring an argument like this. Okay, so we ban the media coverage on the terrorist attacks because we don't want any interpretation are created among the society, because media are nowadays have their own interest, right, in opposing government, for example, like that. So that media have their own interest, and media with their power in circulating information can lead to the can lead to public opinion uh, from such terrorist attacks that might leak society's opinion towards the government actions, something like that. Atau contohnya kayak gini, simplificationnya adalah bahwa media itu kan tidak hanya dimiliki oleh pemerintah, media itu ada juga yang dimiliki oleh swasta, which is di beberapa case adalah mungkin dimiliki oleh orang yang oposisi terhadap government, ya. Sehingga dengan cara melarang terorisme, ya, dengan cara melarang media ini diliput oleh media meliput teroris attacks, maka itu akan menutup kemungkinan media dengan atas dasar kepentingannya sendiri dalam menjadi oposisi pemerintah memberikan interpretasinya sendiri yang dapat membuat opini yang mungkin kurang tepat di tengah masyarakat terhadap terjadinya terrorism attacks ini, yang mungkin nanti akan membuat greater chaos atau ketidakteraturan atau kekacauan yang lebih besar di tengah masyarakat terhadap pemerintah, sehingga ini menjadi justifikasi bagi pemerintah untuk melarang atau untuk membatasi hak media dalam meliput atau dalam memberikan transparansi informasi kepada masyarakat. Oke, sekian dari saya. Thank you very much.